welcome back to Ashley Speaks. It's your girl Ashley, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Goddess Detox products. So I purchased their detox pearls and their detox steam, okay? And I'm going to talk to you guys about my experiences with both of these, my likes, my dislikes, my results, and if I would recommend it. So if you're interested in seeing how I feel and how it went, stay tuned. Now, I decided that I wanted to do the detox pearls and the Yoni steam because one, I've never done one and I've heard a lot of great things about it. I did do some research and there's lists and tons of information out there about the benefits of how it can help improve circulation, how it can help ease cramping, how it can help regulate your periods. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and insert a whole list of things that benefits that can come from doing these right here. So as you can see, there are a ton of benefits and I just wanted to go ahead and try it out myself. I also knew that I wanted to personally do this for self-care. I knew that it would be a nice quiet moment and a way of me showing my body some love. So I wanted to experience and do that. I decided to do it along with one of my good girlfriends. We kind of just both felt like this would be something good for us and we wanted to do it together. So we did both of our detox pearls and our detox steam on the same night, and then we talked about our experiences after we did them with each other. So I enjoyed being able to have her to talk to about it, and now share my experience with you guys as well. But if you can do it with someone, go ahead. If not, well, you always have me. I'm here and I would love to hear about your experience as well. So Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls. All right, so we're gonna open it up and see what's inside. Okay, we have an applicator, another applicator, a booklet, and then 2 pearls. Okay, so we're gonna try to figure out how to put this together. Now, I did watch the video on the website to kind of give me an idea of how to do this. So as you can see, it looks like a regular applicator. And it says to remove the pieces, separate them. A little tougher, okay, like so. All right, so I'm gonna open my first pearl. I smell something. It doesn't smell bad, but I definitely smell it. Yeah, it's deep down in there. Come on out, little pearl. Okay. So it looks like this little thing here, and then you're supposed to gently unravel the string. There's a little part here that looks like I can pull it. So I just pull it gently and unravel it as much as I can. It's about that long. Then I want to take the bottom part and stick it through this wider end. All right, there we go. Pull it through. Okay, take this part and put it on top. All right, this is what it looks like. Okay, looks like a little tampon there. Sorry if y'all hear my dog barking. I don't know what she got going on right now. All right. Okay, so now that I have mine all together, I'm going to go ahead and light my candle and I'm going to go ahead and light my candle, say my meditation, my intention for me using this. You really want to come up with either a phrase or something that speaks to you, something calming, whether you know you're just trying to relax and you're just doing this as part of self-care, or you know, if you're trying to detox somebody from you, an ex from your body, or if you just want to remove, if there's something you want to remove, whatever the goal is, the intention behind you doing this detox, you really want to sit in that moment and be in that moment, be in that intention, fully feel that intention, embody you, visualize it, and give yourself that moment. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I just finished putting it in. It was pretty easy. The instructions said to wrap the string around your middle finger so that you keep it taut, and then you just push it up like you do a normal tampon, and then just remove the applicator. So that was done. So as you can see, I have my candle here, and I also have 3 crystals that I meditated with. So I made sure to charge my crystals earlier today so that I could put new intentions on them. So I have an amethyst cluster here, and this is really good for just opening up your mind and forgiveness and acceptance. So that's why I wanted this one. I have a chunk of rose quartz, and this is just a universal crystal for love. So I have this crystal here just because I wanted to open up my heart space more and welcome love, along with forgiveness for anyone that has hurt me and hurt my heart. And this one, oops, don't want them to fall. This one is carnelian. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this one goes along with your sacral chakra. And this one just has to do with intimacy and sexual relations. So being that I'm dealing with my vagina, I wanted to use this one. So I pretty much just sat with each one and said a couple affirmations in my intentions for each crystal. Really what I like to do is just read generally what the crystal is about, if it's a crystal that I'm new to, and just go along with the thoughts that come to mind for me, right? So if I see that a crystal is about love, well, what comes to mind for me with love? What do I want relating to love right now? And then those would be my affirmations. So just a little quick tip, if you wanted to try to include crystals, that's what I would recommend doing with them. They're just a great way to aid in your manifestations and just be in touch with nature a little bit and have something physical to kind of help ground you while you are meditating. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about the Steam by Goddess Detox. So this is the packaging. And then there's instructions on the back. So if you do it the way I'm going to do it, which is going to be kind of like in frog's pose or child's pose over a bowl, then you're going to want to have a blanket or a towel or something to drape over you to kind of keep the steam in. So I already boiled my water. I have my kettle here. I have my bowl here. We're going to go ahead and open these now and begin to get it set up. So let's see what the packaging looks like. All right, so in the package, I see 3 of these. So that means there's 3 different steams I can do. And then there's also an instructions book. I like that it tells you how to prep your mind before steaming, right? Because you need to be in the right state of mind. You need to be calm and thinking positively to get the best benefit out of this, right? To get the most benefit out of this. This is the other packaging that the individual ones are in, and then there's also instructions on the back of it as well. Let's tear this open. See, it says 2 to 3 cups. I don't know how much I have. I have a whole kettle full. I guess I'll have to try to figure that out. I do have a measuring cup in here. Ooh. So right when I open it, it is a strong odor that comes out. Not bad, but definitely noticeable. This is the bowl I'm going to be using, so I'm just going to place them in the bowl, and then we're going to have to go ahead and add our water. So 2 to 3 cups. This says 1.7 liters. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and measure so I don't add too much. Add this to it, and then I'll show you guys my setup. Okay, so I put the water in the bowl. Oops, kind of hot, but I forgot to open the bag, so I need to go ahead and do that now. So, yep, I am just on the floor just to make things easier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab them and then open the bags up and pour it out. Ooh, it looks kind of Okay. I'm just going to try to get it out and let it float. And I'm just going to still leave the bag since I'm not able to get it all out. Ooh. All right, don't try this at home, okay? Y'all should open yours up first, clearly. It'll make it a lot easier. Ooh, doesn't look that appealing, but here we go. So I got it in there. Gonna give it a little stir. Gonna light my candle and then go ahead and steam for 20 minutes. I'll let you guys know how I feel. All right, y'all, so it's the day after I did my Yoni steam, and I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about my thoughts and likes and dislikes, and then just really give a full-on review on the products. Okay, so as you know, I tried both of the detox pearls and the steam by Goddess Detox, and let's start with just my general likes and dislikes. I have my notes here. So I like the packaging. As you guys can see, the packaging is really nice. The colors are nice and playful with the pink and the lavender. They have really good instructions in their packaging. So really on the back, they have good instructions, and then they also have an instruction booklet in both that are really helpful. The booklet not only tells you about how to use the product, it's full of all type of FAQs, affirmations, how to do affirmations, how to manifest things. It's just full of a lot of information that I think is helpful to people that already know how to manifest, but people who really don't know how to manifest, how to even begin, right? It explains to you how to visualize things, because visualization is really big with affirmations and with manifesting. So I really appreciated the fact that they included that in their packaging, in their in their manual, and explain it in a way that was really easy to understand for people that are new to this. I also like that they promote women taking care of themselves, right? They promote self-care, they promote thinking positively, they promote overall wellness, and I think that's really, really helpful. I also like the fact that this company is Black owned and it's by a woman. Black owned woman was just really big to me when I was looking for a Yoni steam that I wanted to purchase. Right, so I absolutely love that, and was really, really happy to find a company that represented that was a part of that. So that was pretty much it for my likes. So for my dislikes, I didn't like the smell of the herbs in the steam. Just as soon as you open the package, it was a really strong odor, and I really wasn't a fan of it. But it wasn't unbearable. I just didn't really care for it. I did not appreciate the fact that the website says you should do 2 detoxes, 2 pearls, but it wasn't clearly indicated that there were 2 pearls already in the packaging, or maybe I missed it. But I remember reading on the website that we recommend doing 2 detoxes, so I thought I had to buy 2 of them. And even when I was unsure, I actually DM'd them on Instagram, and they did say, yeah, we recommend starting with 2. So in my mind, that meant that I needed 2 separate packages when I really only needed 1, because there's 2 in 1. So I didn't really care for that. I thought that could have been more clear on their website. And then even when I contacted them in their DMs, because they said, that was a way to get more information, they still made me feel like I needed to buy 2. And I also told them in that in that message, that I was purchasing the steam as well. So maybe buy 2 if you're only gonna do the detox. But I was buying the detox, and guys, just so you know, when I say detox, I mean the pearls, okay? I'm just saying detox for short, and then steam for the detox Yoni steam, okay? So being that I told them that I was going to purchase both, I feel like they should have just told me that I didn't need to buy 2 of the detox pearls. That's just my personal opinion. Now on to my thoughts and my results. So I appreciate that the website tells you, and even on the packaging, it tells you as well, that if you have an IUD, I think it's a 0.01% chance that it could be dislodged. I have an IUD, I have the Mirena in, and I was concerned about that, but I did my own research and I felt like it was still a good choice for me, so I decided to go forward with it. Now, I didn't notice any discomfort or cramping, or and my IUD still is in place to my knowledge, as far as it didn't fall out. So I feel like I was okay, and I think I remember reading that most women end up being okay with their IUD, but being that it is still a possibility that that could happen, you know, they had to post that on their website for liability reasons. So the detox pros, if you look on there, they have a review page on Instagram, but you know, just look, if you look around, you see pictures and images of people's pearls that just look all types of disconfigured and, you know, dark, and you see like all those things. My pearls came out the same, and I was kind of disappointed, because I really wanted to like see that it was working, you know. So I really was disappointed when my pearls came out looking the same. So both my first and second pearl didn't look any different. So then I was like, well, maybe, and then I'll see more when I purge. Well, I didn't really do much purging either, which was also a disappointment. Now, what happened was I did my first detox on a Monday. You're supposed to keep it in for 24 hours. So I took it out on Tuesday, and it came out, my pearl came out looking the same. So then I put right back in the second pearl on Tuesday, and then you're supposed to keep that one in for 48 hours. Now, I was nervous to keep it in for that long, just because, you know, you read the warnings about keeping anything up there, even like tampons, for too long, right? That it could lead to like some kind of shock issue or something like that. So I was nervous about keeping it in, but I did the full 48 hours. And when I took out my second pearl, it again looked the same. So I was like, okay, let's see what happens with my purge. So a week after I did the first pearl, which was the following Monday, now guys, this is gonna be a warning that there is gonna be a little bit of TMI that I'm gonna talk about going forward, because this is the body and some things did happen. So if you're not interested, now's your chance to leave. Okay, all right. So a week after I inserted the first pearl, which was the following Monday, while I was pooping, I did release like a clump of white discharge. It was really, really weird, because I could feel it coming out. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's me purging. That happened one more time, like I think the following day or 2 days later. But other than that, that was really it for my purging experience. And again, I was kind of sad about that, because I'm somebody that deals with like frequent BV and yeast, right? So I expected a lot to come out. I even was prepared for some itchiness, because it does say like a warning, if you do have yeast, you know that it could bring it out and you could experience some itchiness. So I was ready with my boric acid suppositories, like in case I needed to, but I didn't need it. I didn't really experience anything. So even after that, I didn't experience any more itchiness or any other symptoms of odor or anything like that. So that's what happened with my detox. I was kind of surprised, but that's how that went. And I think that they would tell me that they recommend me doing another detox, but instead of doing 2 detoxes, because I didn't want anything too strong, again, I do have the IUD in, I decided to do a steam. So my steam experience, this was also my first time doing a steam, as that was my first time doing the pearls. So my steam experience went well. So as you guys saw, you know, somewhat of what my setup looks like, I decided to do it with a bowl, because I didn't really want to, I didn't want to purchase the seat thing, because then I wasn't really sure where I was going to store it. And I just didn't want to deal with that. So I just got a bowl from the dollar store that I just know that I purchased to be my Yoni bowl, right? So, and I do yoga, so I figured that I would be okay being on the floor in frog's pose or in child's pose. You know, 20 minutes seemed like a piece of cake. Well, probably about like 8 minutes into it, I was like, well, why did I decide to do this on the floor? So I did have to readjust my my like positioning a couple times just to get comfortable. But ultimately, I am still happy that I chose to do it with a bowl as opposed to the seat, because I felt like I was better able to meditate. I was able to have my head down, and you know, it was dark in my room. I was able to get a good stretch in at the same time. And I had all my, as you guys probably saw, I had some of my favorite stones around me and my crystals. So I felt like it was a good setup for me. So probably like a few minutes into it, I started to feel gassy, and I was like, whoa, like, what is this? What's going on? So, you know, I pushed through. I did 15 minutes. They say the max you could do is 20 minutes. So I did 15 minutes. And when I got up, you know, everything just felt really wet and really hot. So I, of course, you know, took care of that, cleaned myself up, wiped myself off, and then disposed of everything. And they do tell you in the book that some people can get emotional, especially if you're doing more of like an emotional cleanse, if that's the goal you're going for. But I didn't get emotional during mine. It was just nice. It felt nice to just be there with the steam. My body was warm. I had my candle, it smelled good, my stones, and I just repeated my meditation and visualized what I wanted to see happen in my life. And that was a really, really nice experience. I think these themes are really, really great for self-care because you're literally doing this, you're taking care of your womb, right? You're taking care of your vagina, and you also are making this time for yourself. And, you know, there's just something calming and just, I don't know, good feeling about it. That is also another thing that I really do appreciate. I appreciate that they really push and advocate for self-care and, you know, just making the time for yourself and putting out into the universe what you want to see happen. I think that's pretty awesome. So I'm trying to think if anything else happened. Oh, so, you know, I did it kind of at night. Maybe it was like 10:30 or something like that. So then after I did that, you know, I brushed my teeth, got myself in bed, and probably like 20 minutes or so later, I started to feel the urge to poop, and I was really annoyed. And I was hoping that I could ignore it to the morning. However, I could not. So I had to go to the bathroom, and then I went to bed. And then the following day, which is today, I don't know what that thing did to my system, but I had to go a couple times today, and that is not normal for me at all. So only thing I could think of is the steam, because that's the only thing that was different in my life, in my day. So I don't know if that's just a side effect or what went down with that, but it definitely made me have a couple BMs. All right, so that's a possible thing that could happen. I am going to do the other detox, but I don't think next month. I'm thinking in a couple months. And I see myself doing the steams maybe like every couple months, 2 to 3 months as well. If I could get to a point where I do it every month, I will too. But for right now, that's kind of the plan I have for it. So overall, I am happy with my experience with my goddess detox. I'm happy as in I feel like their items were pretty good quality. I feel like the instructions they gave are really thorough. I think they're like a decently priced. So there's that. And the only thing is I'm just not overall ecstatic about my own experience. I do wish that I purged more, but maybe I didn't have anything in there to purge. Who knows, you know? But you can't help but to see some of these other people's pictures and be like, well, why didn't that happen to me? You know? So maybe after I do my second detox, maybe it'll be different. And if it is, then I'll do an update and let you guys know. But I recommend them. And if you're interested, I said go ahead and give it a try. As always, I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or comments, or if you tried it out, let me know how your experience went down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I release a new video. And let me know if you liked this kind of video, if you want to see more videos like this from me. All right, well, that's all I have today. I'll see you in the next one.